Mitt Romney's worth $200 million.
Children will grow up under the weight of crushing debt.
Mitt Romney made over $100 million.
And Romney has never gotten her ass out of the house.
Over 8% unemployment is doing fine.
Shameful, dishonest attacks.
How in the world do political ads get to this point? To answer that question, we have to go way back.
Well, ain't you gonna press the flesh, Pappy? Do a little politicking?
I'll press your flesh, you dim-witted son bitch. You don't tell your pappy how to cut the electorate. We ain't one at a time in here. We're mass communicating. Oh, yes, that's a powerful new force.
And he was just talking about the radio in the 1930s. If you thought radio changed politics, as seen here in the 2000 film, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
It's the 1954 Sylvania Stratford.
The small screen in the early 1950s revolutionized it.
Vote for Eisenhower.
It was the first time you had a truly visual medium in which to present a candidate.
It's another reason why I say it's time for a change.
This is the first one that people remember.
Brian Mays knows what he's talking about. He spent most of his career as a political consultant, among other things, shaping the political ads you see on TV.
Wheel of Fortune.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
And at first, as shocking as it might be, TV ads by presidential candidates in the 50s were anything but negative.
The soldiers were back from the war. The Korean War had ended. Things were moving. The economy was growing. It was a positive. People had a positive outlook.
Ike for president, Ike for president. You like Ike, I like Ike. Everybody likes Ike.
And in 1952, Dwight Eisenhower, a war hero, came out with this ad.
We'll take Ike to Washington.
Much like the Let's All Go to the Lobby commercials that rolled across the screens of drive-in movie theaters throughout America, Eisenhower used cartoons to spread his message.
It's all about name ID. It's very positive, and it's also very representative of the era.
And ads remained this positive all the way through the election of John F. Kennedy in 1960.
Even the President of the United States sometimes must have to stand naked.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue.
But during the 1964 presidential campaign between Lyndon Johnson and Barry Goldwater, everything changed.
We're in the middle of Vietnam. People are not happy with the state of the economy. Things aren't going well. And people worry about us getting into yet another war.
6, 8.
So in 1964, the Johnson campaign created the Daisy Girl negative ad about Goldwater.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Personality is, he's a radical. The policy is, he's going to get us into a nuclear war with the Russians. And this ad is unbelievably effective.
We must either love each other or we must die.
The election was over after this spot ran.
So help you God. So help me God.
Over the next few decades, both negative and positive ads dominated the three major networks.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll. The 1980s opened with a bad economy, the Iranian hostage crisis, and Americans down on the country. Those Americans elected Ronald Reagan in 1980.
And then Reagan comes in and 4 years completely turns around the economy, turns around the direction of the country, and made people proud to be an American again.
It's morning again in America.
And in 1984, up for re-election, a really, really positive ad.
Our country is prouder and stronger.
Reagan's not in the spot. They're showing how everyday people in America are benefiting from his leadership. And this ad is extremely effective.
Mays says ads tend to be more positive when things are going well, negative in bad times, and not all negative ads are effective.
Does the truth matter?
Don't take a cheap shot. Don't go over somebody's either personality or personality flaws or anything like that. It's got to be about something that voters really, really care about.
He's the biggest celebrity in the world.
For example, this ad from the 2008 campaign.
It just seems petty. It's like a petty attack. Sure, he's become a celebrity, But basically, you're attacking a man because he's popular.
Obama's spending drove us $5
Romney,
billion.
the two
Barack Obama. Mitt Romney. What would you do now?
In this election year, the cheap shots and petty ads seem to be coming not from the campaigns, but the super PACs that can fundraise and spend an unlimited amount of money on advertising.
American Crossroads is responsible.
Priorities USA Action is responsible for the content.
These ads are nasty, personal, and oftentimes loose with the facts, but the negativity is here to stay.
People always slow down for a car wreck.
You'll be laughing at the other side of your face come November.
Plus, it's a lot more effective than going out and pressing the flesh.